Hello everyone, I'm Katrina and today I'm going to be sharing all of the books that I hope to read during the month of February. I have 5 books on my list, but I have a feeling that I have forgotten something very important that I've got like kind of a deadline for, or that I'd hope to read soon. Yep, I remembered one of them. Where is it? Yep, okay, there we go. 6 books I'm going to be talking about today. There's still probably one that I'm also forgetting, but I can just read that later in the month if I remember what that book was. At the end of January, I posted a video talking about the top 18 books that I would like to read in 2018. So I've decided that in each of my TBRs, I'm going to be including 2 of those books for me to read that month so I can actually get through all of the books and hold myself accountable. And by including 2 in every TBR, that does give me a little bit of leeway in case I do run out of time and don't read all of those books that I set for myself a few of the months anyway. I guess without further ado, let's jump into my TBR pile. Renegades by Marissa Meyer. This was the Biannual Bibliothon book club pick for November through January, and we haven't yet decided on a date that we will be hosting our live show for Renegades, so I still have a little bit of time to finish this book. I did start listening to the audiobook during the winter Biannual Bibliothon. I can't remember how far I am through, but I still have a little bit to go. I just opened to a random page and I recognize this text, so I am at least this far through the book, which is better than I thought I was doing. But anyway, if you're not aware, Renegades is the newest book that Marissa Meyer has put out, and it's kind of all about superheroes and villains. In this book, there are these prodigies which have special abilities, and some of them which are trying to, you know, help the good of society are called the Renegades. They're the superheroes. And then we also have the anarchists, who are their enemies and cause a little more destruction. This book is told in dual points of view. We have Adrian, who is a renegade, and Nova, who is an anarchist. I've been really enjoying what I've listened to so far, so cannot wait to see how things end. I'm also hoping to get to Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo. This is a book that I am buddy reading with one of my friends, so it just depends if we're able to carve out some time during the month to dedicate to buddy reading this. I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware of the Grisha trilogy, but this is a fantasy series and it's set in a country that is inspired by Russia. We also have the Grisha, who have abilities as well, different types of magics. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but we have a really, really interesting villain, the Darkling. I like him a lot. The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. This is one of the top 18 books that I want to read this year, and I would like to get to this one in February, so then I can start on Circe by Madeline Miller before it comes out in April. Down to series or anything, but I've kind of made it a rule for myself that I'm going to read this one before I get to that one for some reason. But this is a retelling of the Iliad. We follow Patroclus and his exile to the court of King Peleus, and when he's there he meets the king's son, Achilles. A romance blossoms between them, and I'm really looking forward to getting into this one. Whisper by Lynette Noni, the first book in a new series by Lynette Noni. You've probably heard me talking about the Majoran Chronicles by her quite a lot recently. I'm really enjoying it, so I'm really looking forward to diving into this one. We follow Jane Doe, aka Subject 684, who has been locked up and experimented on for over 2.5 years. And I think it's because she's able to hurt people, or her words have some sort of power. I'm not sure exactly the kind of logistics of it. All I know is that she hasn't uttered a single word, and I want to know why. And now down to the last books that I have on my TBR pile. These were both included on my most anticipated releases of 2018. I'm so thankful I have advanced copies of both of them. I stopped breathing when I received them, and I still get a little too excited thinking about them, to be honest. But the first one is Lifelike by Jay Kristoff. I'm not sure if this one is a standalone or the first in a new series. Goodreads doesn't indicate that it's a series, but it is a new Jay Kristoff book that I'm so ready for. The main character Eve is on an island junkyard when she discovers Ezekiel, who is a lifelike. Now, in this society, the lifelikes are outlawed. They are androids that resemble humans. Robots are okay, but these lifelike androids are not. And I think that this lifelike may know something, potentially the truth behind the robot revolt. One of the things I'm most excited for about this book is the fact that Eve's best friend is called Lemon Fresh, and she also has a robot sidekick called Cricket. It sounds like it's going to be really, really fascinating, and so excited to get into this. Last but certainly not least, we have Obsidio by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. Guys, okay, Alex is laughing at me because I'm getting way too excited about this book.
Yes, Gordon, right, Beef Wellington.
Obsidio is the 3rd book in the Illuminae files. It's the final book in this series. I absolutely adore this series. If you're not aware, I've raved about it many times. I've read the first 2 books 2 to 3 times each. Sure, the same will happen with Obsidio as well. Jay was so kind to give me an advance copy of this book. I'm so eternally grateful, and I've already started reading Obsidio. 130 pages in, over 600 pages long. I think I might die and be resurrected 10 times before the end of the book. I'm okay with that. I am ready. I do have a full spoiler-free review of Illuminae if you guys want to know a little bit more about the series and my thoughts, aka just like a rave review basically. But it is a sci-fi series. It's all about this corporation that invades a planet. People are on the run. There's a psychotic, murderous artificial intelligence. My favorite character by far. So those are the 6 books that I can remember that I would like to read in February. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you've read any of these books that I've mentioned, definitely let me know what you thought of it down in the comment section below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Tell me your thoughts. But that is all that I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you very soon in a new one, but until then, I will talk to you in the comments. Bye!